We're at the closing ceremony of the Tradewise Chess Festival. It's been a fantastic 10-day event, a lot of top-class chess, excitement, and a whole lot of fun. I'm Tanya Sachdev. Welcome to the final episode of the day's play. Nakamura was the clear winner of the Masters event, with David Howell finishing second. Women's world champion Hu Yifan had a great tournament, not only clinching the top women prize, but also finishing third in the open section. We bring you all our big winners.
I fell absolutely in love with the game from the moment it was shown to me when I was 6. And I've never really done anything else in my life, and I don't really know how to do anything else in my life. I mean, I can sort of imagine life without chess, but it's difficult and it requires a huge feat of imagination. Music is the purest form of expression available to us, and every 2 years or so you do something at the board which rises almost to this feeling that you've made music. It really doesn't happen very often at all, but when it does, you do get up and feel, this will live when I don't. The reason it happens so rarely is that a much more frequent occurrence is on your good day, your opponent is not particularly good, or he hasn't played particularly well, and you come away very satisfied with your play. But because you were basically beating up on somebody who had a bad day, you feel slightly lacking, because you know that you've expressed yourself well, and it's still a little bit of something. But the games that stay with you are those where both you and your opponents played exceptionally well, and trying to define it is, I think, completely hopeless. I won't even go there, to be honest.
I started playing chess when I was 5. I was bored, probably throwing a tantrum, and my dad just thought he'd teach me to shut me up, and I started beating him quite quickly, so it just went from there. I see a lot of beauty in chess. I mean, I love forming pretty patterns, and like feeling the feeling of accomplishment when a game goes well or you play smoothly. And I like to be very artistic. I like to be very perfectionist. So I think that comes out too much in my play sometimes. But everyone's got a different style. So I feel if you know someone as a person, you can kind of know their chess style, and that's why I like to get to know my opponents. Fraternise with the enemy and try and pick up some tricks here and there. I didn't used to, when I was younger, handle the bad days so well, but nowadays I try and take everything with a smile, and even if you lose, you move on the next game. And I think part of the skill in chess is to come back in the next game, to stand up again, even when you fall. The social side, to me, is very important, especially in the chess world, because you don't want to get locked up in your room the whole time, especially when you're locked up in your own mind at the board for 6-7 hours. So I find it's very important to wind down and talk to people, keep in a happy kind of mood, and the social side kind of definitely helps with that. I mean, here in Gibraltar it's been fantastic. So I think the trick in chess is to not respect your opponent too much. It's like any sport, if you respect them too much, you'll stand off, you'll kind of let them do what they want, you'll be too cooperative. Nakamura is such a perfectionist. I mean, he won the tournament, he was grinding away with me for nearly 100 moves, so I think it's just that extra bit of willpower that separates the top players from the others.
I couldn't have asked for more than what happened. I wanted to at least tie for first, but winning outright and winning in such a convincing manner was quite nice. My game against David Howell, it was a very long game. I got the advantage somewhere around 3.5–4 hours in. He did play very well towards the end, so it was unfortunate, but nevertheless, it didn't really affect the outcome of the event. I don't think I was confident until probably the 6th round, once I beat Vesel and Topolov. From there on, I felt that I was going to have very good chances of winning the event. I first started playing chess when I was 7. My stepfather and my brother were playing before I got my start. And kind of because they were playing, I went to some tournaments with them and just picked it up naturally, and well, the rest is history. I think in many ways, it's not pure chess anymore. When I was, maybe 10 years old, or when I first started getting really interested in it, you prepared some openings, you went to the game and you just played chess, and it felt very pure, and whoever was the better player, whoever had the better ideas would win. Whereas now it's much more about preparation, so people are using their computers and they're able to prepare at a much higher level, which on one hand takes away the pure element of the game, and it's a lot more work now than it used to be. Chess is a sport. I don't consider it, art or poetic or beauty or any of that stuff. It's a competition. Best player is going to win.
Luck exists in chess. It's not as, roulette or casino, but sometimes it matters. If I have to choose, I believe knowledge and ambition are the most important. You need a faith that you can do it. I believe if you're really talented, you reach a certain level, But then if you need to improve, if you have to improve, then you need to change and to work really hard. Everyone in the top 10 or even top 20, they are really talented. So the hard work makes a difference, or even small details. Preparations changed really a lot in the last years, especially with computers, chess engines, they are really very strong. I mean, that's completely changed the chess world, the preparation and the way of training. In the past, we had books, and there were things like advices that, but now it's very concrete, very dynamic, and some very small new move could change the entire system.
The tournament itself is very attractive because compared to some serious closed tournament, here it's an open tournament, which means open to all the different players among the world, and the atmosphere we experience is very relaxing. I only hope that I could overtake myself step by step, trying to be better than yesterday, so that's okay.
I'd like to welcome you all to the closing ceremony of this year's fantastic Tradewise Gibraltar Chess Festival. It's been, I think, the best ever. From China, Hu Yifan, winning the female prize this year. From England, David Howell. From the USA, Hikaru Nakamura.
Travel well, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming to Gibraltar. It's a great delight to have you here. Thank you very much indeed. Good night.
That was a perfect finish to a perfect festival. And the icing on the cake, for the 2016 festival, the first person to register, as announced by Brian Callahan, is none other than 5-time world champion, Vishy Anand. I'll see you all next year in the 2016 edition of the Tradewise Chess Festival. It's bye for now. More insights on the festival and chess in our up-and-coming documentary, All the Right Moves, out later this year.